and that you allow us to serve the nation.
The cabinet and the legislature should have been basking in glory, having passed crucial bills that would set the wheels of constitution implementation in motion before the expiry of the 26th of August constitutional deadline. But the pressure from the body charged with implementing the supreme laws, the CIC, is not relenting on either cabinet or parliament, with a renewed stalemate between the executive and the commission resurfacing, with the CIC accusing the cabinet of approving shoddy bills. In its quarterly report on the progress made in implementing the constitution, the CIC was quite candid, accusing the cabinet of fueling cases of impunity and misinterpretation of the constitution. However, in a direct rejoinder to this report, government legal advisor and Attorney General Githu Muigai came to the defense of the executive, saying that the process of implementing the constitution was firmly in place as the organs mandated to work on the process while working in tandem. In a statement, Professor Muigai said, quote, "The quality of legislation has been high. If there has been any difficulties, they have been occasioned by the desire to expedite the work of completing legislation within the time frame and limit as provided for by the 5th schedule of the Constitution." End of quote. In particular, CIC had taken issue with the intended move to amend certain clauses of the Constitution. It claims in the report that Cabinet had taken advantage of the public's waning interest in constitutional matters to amend the new supreme laws, particularly on the date of the next general election from the 2nd Tuesday of August to the 3rd Monday of December in every 5th year of the election cycle, and the clauses on gender representation.
All progressive members of Parliament and the people of Kenya must say no to the proposed amendment to the election date, or forever remain liable to future generations for killing the reform dream.
Attorney General Githu Muigai, who was initially opposed to the amendments, however, appears to have taken a softer line, saying that these amendments should not be judged as premature or unconstitutional. He says, quote, "While I am on record as advising a cautionary approach to amending the Constitution, it would be naive and unnecessarily dogmatic to be opposed to any and every change to these living document." End of quote. These two amendments are lined up in Parliament, with the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill 2011 set for formal introduction in Parliament this week when the House resumes. Meanwhile, legislators are caught on both sides of this debate whether it would be prudent to amend the Constitution at this stage or not.
Kama sisi ndio tulijadiliana kama Wakenya na tukapitisha ihamishwe mpaka mwezi wa 8, wachache wanaweza kufanya jama waturudishe mahali tulitoka na ni wengi walisema.
While the CIC has accused the executive of insincerity in living up to the spirit and letter of the Constitution as promulgated almost a year ago, the Attorney General advises the Commission to steer clear of the roles of interpreting the law, a role vested in the Supreme Court. Sheila Sendeo, Citizen Live at 9.